pick whatever thought. Why don't you spend that money?
Yeah, first and foremost, I joke a lot sometimes, because I'm just a nigga with a sense of humor. God had a sense of humor, but all that cap shit, I don't do that, That ain't a part of my character. So I had seen when you had posted that a female or something said it's cap, so just for people who think like that, I bought the paperwork. I'm sure you're gonna upload this, so I probably don't have to read it. But this the judge saying plaintiff Ronnie Martin, a federal prisoner, initiated a pro se civil rights action style. I don't gotta read all that extra shit, but this affecting himself, detaining R. Kelly and 600 unidentified inmates. Now, what this about, the judge basically saying, like, nigga, who the fuck is you? You can't represent all them. You can file on yourself and what's going on with you, but you trying to represent R. Kelly and everybody else in there. You can't do that unless they sign the lawsuit with you. But at the time, this was when that COVID shit had hit. And I know y'all had it hard out here, but we had it fucked up in here, you know what I mean? So we on 24-hour lockdown. They not even letting us out for showers, you know what I mean? They forgetting to feed the motherfuckers sometimes in there. So if we on 24-hour lockdown and y'all not letting us out at all because we got a quarantine, how the fuck I'm gonna have R. Kelly and everybody else in this bitch, you know what I'm saying, sign this document and say, yeah, this is going on with all of us, you know what I mean?
And you got him to actually get on y'all pod, correct?
Yeah, when he first came, in the feds, the rule is snitches and child molesters is not allowed on general population. But my thing was I'm a book author. And as soon as I heard that R. Kelly was in this motherfucker, it's like damn, I done heard about the surviving R. Kelly shit. People was watching that shit in there. But my thing was I want to write a story. It's a satire story. You know what I mean? And me and Plug get into it, and one of our mutual friends, you know what I'm saying? Man, Plug said this would happen. I mean, I might say this would happen. You know what I mean? You got to get both sides though. You know what I mean? So I want to hear his side, and I want to write a story about it. So I'm plugged in. I was plugged in with the GDs and the feds, and I was also my celly was a vice lord, and he had the building for the vice lords. Matter of fact, shout out to my nigga Cheeks Money from the west side of Chicago. That was my celly. So I had both of the most powerful organizations in the feds behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, try to send a word out there and get kills up here so I can write a book on his behalf. You know what I'm saying? And if he gone and sign a contract, I'm gonna make sure we all eat. You know what I mean? But it was hating ass niggas up in there like it is everywhere, and people spreaded a bogus rumor saying that I tried to extort R. Kelly. I sent gang members to him to force him to sign the contract, which was not true. But before that, I did manage to get him on the unit with us. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, it wasn't that. It's just R. Kelly got a voice. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is Ronnie Bo to the world right now? The world know about R. Kelly. So if Ronnie Bo file a lawsuit, who the fuck is he? You know what I mean? But if R. Kelly was to file it and say this was going on in this motherfucker, the whole world gonna know about it. You know what I mean? But the whole world still gonna know about it now because I added him as a witness in the lawsuit, and he willing to testify and say, yeah, this what was going on in this bitch. This how they was treating it. And the federal bureau of prisons, y'all gonna owe me like 20 million for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad y'all did that because y'all didn't know I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm a strong nigga, and I was able to take that shit. Everything y'all did to me and the rest of them inmates, I'm sitting back laughing, knowing I know the law. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Malcolm X type of nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all fucked up. You know what I mean? When Malcolm X got killed, they tried to blame it on the Nation of Islam because he was beefing with them. And they probably had something to do with it, but everybody know the government really did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And why did they do it? Because Malcolm X was suing the United States government in the International Court of Justice, which deals with the United Nations. So he taking shit. It's just like if you catch a state case, you know what I'm saying? That's state jurisdiction. Like me, I caught a Fed case, so I'm in federal jurisdiction. But it's another jurisdiction, which is an international jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? And like even people like Dr. King wasn't as sharp as Malcolm X. You know what I mean? They weren't on that level yet. So he was taking the shit out of the United States jurisdiction because it's like if I'm suing the United States in the United States court, they the same fucking team. It don't work. How that's gonna work? They against me. So I'm taking it out of their jurisdiction and bringing this shit to the United Nations. And my thing is like, why the fuck nobody else did this shit? You know what I'm saying? I love Farrakhan. He's a great orator, but why you ain't did this? You know what I'm saying? Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all you other niggas, even the new so-called black leaders, why the fuck y'all ain't do it? If I know it, I know y'all know how to do it. You know what I mean? So they ain't do it, so I did it. You know what I mean? I'm the only nigga other than Malcolm X who sued the United States in the International Court of Justice. That document right there too is a 39-page lawsuit. You know what I mean? I did this shit for real.
Documented in black and white.
Hey, when I did it though, Pluck, it's like my brother for real though. So all his advice be from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Pluck was basically like, nigga, you tripping. You going against the government. You know what I'm saying? They fuck around and kill you. They gonna get away with it because dude could be working with him. You know what I'm saying? He could be working with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you tripping, but me, I'm gonna die one day anyway. I might as well die for a cause. You know what I mean?
Oh man, oh, that Malcolm X in you, man.
Oh, for sure.
By any means necessary.
For sure.
So let's backtrack, bro, man. This thing with Kels, man. How close were you actually in the cell with Kels?
Well, when we first got him on general population, I was on Unit 15 in MCC Chicago. They put him on Unit 19.
Okay.
So we wasn't on the same unit at the time, but we first met in the medical unit. You know what I mean? And then he was going to church. You know what I'm saying? So we'd bump heads in church. You know what I mean? And when I got out the hole from when the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Captain McDonald, Lieutenant Robinson, when y'all tried to kill me in that bitch, you know what I mean? When I got out, they put me in the hole because, the health administrator said that we not supposed to be in a cell with nobody. We supposed to quarantine by ourselves. Right. So they came to me like, you got to go in a cell. It was an 85-year-old man. Nigga been down 50 years. He died. They tell me I got to go in a cell with him. And I'm like, if this man died in the cell with me, y'all gonna blame this shit on me. I'm not going. So either you gonna go in the cell with him or we gonna put you in the hole. Okay, put me in the hole. I'm not scared of no motherfucking hole. I'm already in the hole. I'm on 24-hour lockdown. What the fuck is the difference? You know what I mean? So they basically, to sum it up, they brutalized me. They put me in shackles and cuffs. They stripped me naked. They put me in a cell that nobody posted be in. That motherfucker didn't have no bed or nothing in there. I'm really in there naked with shackles and cuffs on. They cut my clothes off because I want to take my own clothes off. So when I got out the hole, from that, they put me on Unit 19 where Kels was at. And me and Kels had already bumped his. We knew each other. We was cool. And he knew I knew that law. So, he'd come holler at me sometime like, man, who is your lawyer? My thing was, nigga, I got a lawyer, but I fight my own shit. I tell my lawyer, nigga, file this, do this. And if he don't file it, I'm going to do it. So I'm telling Kels that, and he like, man, I need a lawyer, man. This shit ain't in my best interest. So I start helping him like, nigga, you got to think for your motherfucking self. This your life on the line. You can't put your life in the hands of these lawyers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They take our money, and once they get our money, they barely answer our motherfucking phone calls. So, he knew I knew what I knew, and I was trying to help him. And it's rats everywhere, bro. Like even on general population, you would think it's all stand-up guys because everybody had to show their paperwork. But that shit, it be hating that shit too. Like, people knew I was trying to get this man to sign his contract so I can write the book on him. So when they see how I'm rocking with him, they go tell the guards and shit, basically, man, he trying to help Kells with his lawsuit. So they moved me off the unit with him, like, within 2 weeks of me being on the unit with him. But within that time, we had some deep talks, you know what I mean?